Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do.
Hey guys, JansCrazyLife. So today we're doing day 4. And today is December 5th, but we're going to do day 4 of December daily. So I did find my December things that I printed out. And I was so smart, I put them in a little baggie so I knew where they were at for days to come. I also have my handy dandy numbers. And then I have some other ones just in case I want to use the other ones, which are the stickers. But we shall see. So today my inspiration is ugly sweater. And it's funny, I cannot wait for Carrie, my BFF, to get her package so I can show you the insert that I made her. But I'm waiting for her to get it because I want her to be able to see it before she has to see it on the video. Believe me, the video does not do justice. And I know she knows that, but I still want her to be able to get it first. So once she gets it, supposedly Friday, so you guys will probably... Oh, look how pretty it is. Glitter. Another thing is, I stamped out some things, right? Because I didn't want to, like, waste y'all's whole time with me stamping some stuff. And, like, you know, hearing my heat gun. Like, come on, guys. Video is long enough. Well, let me just tell you. I was so excited. I got this, and I really like Ranger embossing powder. Like, I'm not a fan of that Wow stuff. I don't like Martha Stewart. I feel like it's gloppy. Ranger is my favorite. But I got this, and it's called Green Tinsel, right? And it's so pretty, right? No. So I stamped it out. Let me find it. I probably threw it away because I was not happy. Alright, so like check this out. Maybe the camera is going to make it look prettier than it is. So it is not cute. I'm going to zoom in. Like the glitter is kind of gapped up. Mind you, okay, like this is my first attempt, so like all the splotchy, don't worry about that. But like it's not even like, okay guys, look at this and look at this. It's just like spot, like Ranger, we need to talk. Like this is not... We're going to make it work though. Alright, so I have this stamp set from May Made It. Like if you guys don't have it, it's called Ugly Sweater Weather. Love this. Use it to death. But, so what I did was I stamped out 2 images from these fabrics because I feel like they're really like cute for the ugly sweater kind of theme. Like the Christmas tree. So I stamped out those. I have some fabric that I'm probably going to use. I also have a bunch of like little cutouts of ugly sweaters. Tim Holtz paper pad. And I got 2 stamps. One says, "Get your tacky on," and it's from the stamp set. And this one just says, "It's just got ugly." And I thought those were really cute. So we will try to incorporate. Alright, so since this is an envelope, like I can't really do... Let me zoom out a little bit. I can't really do like a project on both sets, so we're gonna make this work. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use fabric over here, right? So on this side, I am going to pick out some cute Tim Holtz paper. What do you think? The words are so cute, but then I would hate to cover them. And this is kind of dark. We have a lot of green, so maybe we should pull in the red. But we used polka dots yesterday. Oh, that one. I think we got a winner with that one. The words are so cute, but it's so black. I love this. Maybe not the black. That one is cute too. The plaid is so cute. Oh, this one is cute. But I want it to be super Christmassy and not so pretty, right? Because, like, this one is kind of... We might go with that. We might use this one because it's kind of, like, ugly sweatery. So, let's look at this. Because this has a lot of blue, but it's got a lot of colors. So, I think we're going to go with this one. This is going to be our winner. So the way I'm going to do this is going to be a little tricky, but I am going to, let me see if I have, do I have enough to go all the way? We might have to come up a little bit, which isn't a big deal, right? So we'll start. Do we want to close this pocket up and not use it as a pocket? I really don't want to do that. I want it to be a hidden pocket. So I am going to use my handy measuring tool and come up a little bit because we want to be able to still have that, be able to, but then it's not hidden really, right? I might have to use a bigger piece of paper. Hold on guys, let me get that. Maybe we'll get lucky and find. I have another one of these ugly sweater papers that we could use, but I kind of didn't want it to be all ugly sweater, right? How about this one? It's got glitter. I think we're gonna go with that one. All right, perfect. So, fancy measuring tool, and then pull it up, and then I'm having a fancy measuring tool there. Y'all hear that squeak? That's my keyboard. I'm gonna put some WD-40 on that bad boy. All right, so we're gonna cut it. Here's my mark. Here's my other mark. I'm trying not to be as wasteful with paper, so if I can reuse it, I will. Alright, I'm probably all out of the camera for you guys, but alright, perfect. So if we look, that fits perfectly. And then we're going to just glue it and cut it off, which is kind of tricky when it's in the book already, but don't worry, it'll work perfect. So on this one, we have to use our handy dandy measuring tool too to keep from wasting so much paper, because I think I'm going to tie some of this paper in on the other side as well. Let me see. We don't need all of it, so okay, hold on, let me do what I was doing. All right, so measuring tool goes right there. All right, so now I'm going to cut that piece off to get it. So today it was really cold today, which is a good thing. I think we need, I like the cold weather. Hey, so you know how, like, if you guys shop at Tuesday Morning, you know how they have like that really high-end chocolate and stuff like that? So my high-end chocolate at Tuesday Morning are these. If you haven't tasted them, they're so good. So they're like, they're a leaf, right? They're like those soft peppermints that they sell at Christmas time, right? But they're lemon, so they don't have any peppermint. Well, anyways, I was eating one, and look at this. Shaking my head. Like, what's going on? Like, okay, so let me put it up against what it's supposed to look like. Anyway. I thought that was funny. The day I had yesterday, it was funny. All right, so the words are this way. So we're going to be really cool about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue. You guys are going to trip out. Like, I talk about this art glitter glue like they're paying me. Hashtag wish I was sponsored. But it works on everything. Fabric to metal to anything. So I am going to use this one glue for everything. Alright, so don't need a lot. You'll see I only use a little bit. It looks like, alright, so then, did we make sure we matched up the words, Jan? Come on, get it together. The words are going this way. Alright, why does it seem like my math skills didn't work out? Alright, probably didn't. so how I'm going to cut this is, since I didn't glue down, well, I tried not to, but then my math wasn't working out. I'm just going to take my scissors, and where it's popped up, I'm just going to run. Hold on, I might have had a better, I need that part to stick, but I don't want the rest of it to. So I hope my head's not in the way, and you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I am sticking there probably is an easier way. You know what, I probably could have just traced it out, but when you have an envelope already in a book, it's not as easy as you think. Alright, so, oh, and she handmade this envelope. So cute. Love when people hand make stuff. Alright, so on this side, we're doing the same run of the mill. And she's probably crying. You know what I was thinking yesterday as I was covering this book? I was thinking she's probably crying like all this tea dye work she did, and I'm covering all up. But you know what? It's appreciated, and I appreciate it, and I love it. Promise I do. Alright, so it's kind of fancy, right? Maybe not so much. Alright, so up here, because remember, we're going to use this tomorrow for our day. I am going to do basically the same thing. So I am going to, and what came up on that side, I'm going to fix that. But I still want to be able to use this envelope. It would have been easier if I would have just shut it down, but I want to be able to use it. And she was really good to me and put a lot of paper in here. And most journals don't have as much paper, so you want to be able to use every part of the book. So I'm just kind of thinking of that, and see how it comes out a little bit. I don't mind that a bit. So there is a little bit off on my mouth right there, but we're good. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna fix that. Just wait. All right, and then watch how we fix everything. Alright, so that goes there. And then on this side, same drill. I'm sure there's easier ways to do this, but you know, we're just making it work. You can tell I didn't have a plan. I told y'all, y'all are learning. Alright, so let's move that. Let's make sure everything is glued back down and not to the thing. Okay, so here is the special part. I want this to go here for day 4. And I'm going to glue that on really well, and we're going to hold it down because it becomes like the lever kind of. Oh, move it. You have like a couple seconds. All right. And now we're going to glue it really well on this side. And I'm doing it really good because the glue is seeping out. That's why I have my hand underneath it. And I don't want it to glue to something else. But this glue dries so fast that as long as you watch it, you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so there is that. And since we have a red 4, we're going to go with the word December in green. Should we, oh, I know what we'll do. We will cut it down. And then cut this part down to where I kind of want it to be over a little bit. Perfect. Okay. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Anyway, so today I actually cooked, guys. I made lasagna, I'll have you know. And it was funny because, like, I had a bunch of Kohl's cash from Black Friday that we had to go spend today because I've been putting it off. And so it was funny. I served my husband. And then after he ate, he looked like he didn't want to do anything. And I had told him that we had to go to Kohl's. And I was like, why did you eat all that? I told you we had to go to Kohl's. And he's like, you're the one that served me. All right. So how cute is that? Like, I hope you guys like it. But it still is, you can use it. So over here, I wanted to use this fabric. And this fabric is really tricky because you're like, wait, the sweater goes this way. No, it goes this way. But before we use the fabric here, where is the rest of that? Darn it. Maybe, you know what? I have these two pieces I could probably use instead of, we'll figure it out. So, I probably should start using math for real after that shenanigans. Alright, so I'm going to cut it here. Fabric is a little more tricky too. But there's only one way to cut fabric. And it's usually with scissors. I have a whole mat and a cutting system thing, but... Alright. So, any exciting things happening with you guys? My husband is setting up where I'm going to start doing live. So, like, I don't think I'm going to be, like, live. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Probably chit chat and just crafting. Just doing my thing. Oh, I'm cutting the fabric still if I'm out of the camera view. So, let me see. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to use that extra paper. Remember, I have more too. This isn't only it. But I want to use some of it where it kind of peeps out. So I might need to come up a little bit more. Is this folding? It is folding. Like, what's happening? Alright, so what I think we're going to do is, since it has that fold, we're going to take this fabric, cut it right past, hold on, and then we're going to get rid of the fold, or we might even, alright, hold the fold open. There's a fold right here, but I am not going to get an iron, which I should have done, right? It's going to bulk it, so we're going to cut it off. Alright, but then it might make it crooked. My thought process, guys. So anyways, what was I going to tell you? So we went to Kohl's, and we were going around, and they had, the funniest thing, they had a bunch of ugly sweaters there. Like, crazy $60 for ugly sweaters. And I'm like, who would pay $60 for a sweater they can only wear to one party or one family gathering? Like, let's be clear, they weren't like expensive sweaters like that you would want to wear other than that one place. Not something you would want to keep on constantly. Alright, so here is the paper. So we need a thin strip to kind of go here, and then let me see if that green would be pretty. Maybe we'll use that green. Hold on. So we're using fancy math. But I'm excited because I love to watch people go live. Because I think at that moment, like, my whole thing is, like, I'm kind of a troll. Not in a bad way. Like, I like to get on, like, Kennedy's or different people and, like, make them laugh and get them off track. And then, like, make stupid comments funny. But I'm kind of a fast typer, and so a lot of times I have to watch it because, like, then YouTube's like, you're saying too many comments, and then they won't let you type for a minute. Like, how could you say too many typed so fast? I mean, like, it's a whole chat thing. Like, how can they limit how many comments you can say in a matter of seconds, I guess? Like, you're only allowed to type one comment, like, every minute. Crazy town. And then what's funny is YouTube's been flagging my December dailies as spam too. I thought that was funny. I'm like, my videos. not spam, as like inappropriate. And then they basically send it to review, and then they come back and say never mind. But I just thought that was kind of amazing. I'm like, what's going on, YouTube? Come on now. And I know a lot of creators get frustrated with it and they don't want to record, but like for me, like it's more like, it's a lot of work, but I think, like, you know, you make friendships, and we're doing this because we like it, you know, no one's forcing us to. I think you have to just kind of, and I think that's a lot with YouTube, with people and comments and everything else. You just have to say, hey, I'm doing this because I want to, right? And when it's not fun anymore, then I won't do it anymore. But I will not let the people control me. All right, so now I'm going to take this fabric with this magical fabric glue that is called Art Glitter Glue that I keep telling you guys about. And I'm just making sure to get the edges good because that's the most important part. And then, of course, a little bit in the middle because you don't want it lifting up. And there we go. And I am going to, remember, you only have a couple seconds, so you got to kind of work fast, and it's okay if it goes over because I can trim that up. And I have more time to move because I didn't put it everywhere. And as y'all see, this is how I work, moving around. All right, so there is that fabric. So I'm just going to take my scissors, trim up where I went outside the line, and then some, right? I'm cutting into the other page. All right, but I don't want it to be, and all these little strings, it's gonna happen, and I'm okay with that. So here's the other thing. I'm gonna put the paper on top because of the strings. So again, we're gonna talk about that fancy math and the words. Let me find the words. So the words are, it's going to be right here, and then we wanted it to go up about that far. Can I move it over a little bit? All right, so that's how much I can. No, I don't want to cut it with my scissors because then it'll be like super crooked. That I don't trust myself doing. All right, here's my line, and okay, I just had my line. Do you guys see it? Can you? Okay, good, thanks. I missed it. All right, so we're gonna cut, I'm gonna cut this down. And the other line was here. I need to stop using green and use black when I'm doing this. Okay, so here is, make sure the words are going the right way, Jan, and then I'm gonna take the string out of the way and glue this down here. So to me, I think the longest part is actually putting my base down. Is that for y'all the same way? And like, oh, this page is ripping, but once we put something on top of this, it'll be okay. All right, so here is my paper that I printed out. Did I show y'all my paper yet? I didn't. Here's my paper. I probably should have started with that. So it says ugly sweater weather. It says didn't do much of anything, was an emotional day. Rained all day, was super cold. Order pizza, yes again. Ate hot wings to mix it up from Pizza Hut. And then here's some hot wings. Here's an ugly sweater, and it goes, 'tis the season to rock ugly sweaters. And that was what I decided to print off today. So, am I going to cut? I'm going to use some scissors instead of cutting. So is there, who all is doing the December Daily? And if you're not doing it, have you thought about it? Like, it doesn't even have to be like a fancy journal or fancy supplies. It can honestly be a composition book, some envelope. There's like a million different ways to do it. I don't know, I'm one of the people that I don't want to be like, oh, next year. Or the funny thing is, I didn't talk about doing December Daily much of my channel because, I don't know, I didn't want to hype it all up. and then something happened where I couldn't or I didn't, and then, but I need to be more proactive with just doing stuff instead of like planning it. Just, I think I work better that way. I think my mind works better that way, where I'm just, hey, this is what I'm going to do today. And I think that's why this series works so well for me, because it's like, hey, this is my plan for today. Tomorrow, let's see how that goes. And I think tomorrow is a little more exciting. I told you I went to Kohl's, but who knows? Alright, so we went to Target and I tried to talk my husband into buying our English Bulldog a jean jacket, and he was like, no. And I was like, what? You don't like it? And he's like, I don't like dressing dogs up. I'm like, oh, okay. It's his dog, so. But my whole thing is, I'm like, if I get her clothes, then I have to wash more clothes. So I was like, yeah, I was okay with him not wanting to do it. Alright, so I'm just fussy cutting this sweater out because remember I stamped out the other ones that I had told you all about. So I'm going to put one of these up against the other ones. And then I'm going to put my sentiment on, I think, the other one. So let's see. I think I'm going to do this one on the green trees. I think that one will go better since this is red. And then I will, look at this, guys. Like, this is my plan. I'm going to cut this down and I'm going to put this right under here so when you open it, ha ha ha. Alright, I'm a genius, you know, and I think about these. It's getting to look a lot like Christmas. So today I'm really excited. I'm getting over my emotional stuff, but getting more excited. I think about being a child and how exciting Christmas was the night before, and I get excited for my kids. My 15-year-old, not so much. Like, his whole thing is he kind of knows what he's getting, so he don't get, but we always try to surprise him. Like, we have a big surprise for him, and he has no idea. It's funny. I don't think he watches my videos, but you never know. And I don't know, he always tells us what he wants. And so he pretty much, like, I have 3 boys and a daughter. So my youngest, my 2-year-old, his birthday's in February. My daughter, that's the second to the youngest. Her birthday is in March. She will be 8. Then my second to the oldest will be 9 in December 18th. And then my oldest will be 16 on December 19th. And then a week later we have Christmas. So for them, they kind of like don't get anything all year until it's like their Super Bowl is December. So we have a computer room, and my husband has always felt that, you know, if the kids want to do something that they can't do in front of us, they don't have no business doing it. So he has always had their computers in the computer room with everyone else. So for his birthday this year, because he's going to be 16, we allowed him to move his computer to his room. So for his birthday, he got a gaming chair and he got a new desk, and then he got to move his computer in his room. So we've already done that, and so he's in there now, and so he's not really getting anything for his birthday, but for Christmas he is. Alright, so that is the green sweater, and I think we're going to put this one down here, and then the red one is going to hold. Maybe not. It's kind of big, right? So I think we're going to just, and it doesn't really, I think it's getting too tacky, right? So we're not going to use, we're going to put this here though, and we're going to put that there. What happened to the we're going to layer this. And I think that's all we're going to do. I think it's good. I think with all the background, I need to glue something on there. All right, with all the background, it's going to be okay. So, I think I need to clean this up though, because I think it looks super crooked. Anyway, so it's funny because I watch a lot of people's videos and they're like, dude, my kids are... Alright, I don't know when it stopped, but like I was talking about this being crooked. And here is where we're at. And, okay. So I'm going to have to go back and see how much got cut out, guys. Sorry. My camera stopped. Fun times. I should have been looking up. Alright, so here's where we're at. I need to... Hold on, guys. I'm going to have to glue something right here real quick. Just temporarily. That's my own fault. Okay, hold on. Alright, I'm just going to put that there. Tomorrow I'll figure something out with it. It'll be fine. Alright, so here's where we're at. So I have my sentiment up here. The ugly sweater in the ugly sweater. This pretty paper. It says 'tis the season and December 4th. And when you open it up, there are the fancy wings. So that is my thing. Sorry. Oh, wait. And then I had this. I knew there was one more sentiment. So we're going to put... How about we put this up here with the... No, I want something over here. Is that Miss... No, it's my sister. I was going to be like, Kennedy, I'm busy. Alright, hold on. She's watching Vanderpump Rules and she's trying to tell me about it. And she loves to do that. I'm like, why are you telling me? I haven't seen it. And she's like, you should have watched it. Okay. Sorry if this is too loud, but I want to get one of these. We're going to use one of these. Alright. How cute are these, right? Alright, we're not going to use the stickers, we're going to use the cutouts. Alright, and then look, stupid Christmas lights. So cute. Alright, so I think we need to add just 3 of these for the ugly sweater. Then we're done for real. Like I'm telling you, I could add and add and add and never be done. But I'm like, no, Jan, it's enough. Alright, and again guys, if it cut out, I'm sorry. I will figure it out. Just imagine I was saying all kinds of crazy things that y'all probably didn't want to hear anyway. Alright, we're done for real this time. Oh, you know what? We have December this time when I ended it. Alright, so guys, that's where we're at. That is December daily. Day 4. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't already, because the best is yet to come. Bye, guys.